picture of the ruins of that dwelling house goes back a long way. Anthony McGurran was there about 1820 and had some land there, a few fields to the south, according to an old land map now in possession of the Bucks of Carramore House. Then he must have got teaching the Carramore Primary School later on, after maybe 20 or more years. And Mrs. Jane E. Burke Patton, writing to Mr. Perkins in 1951, says her grandfather was Patrick Nelson and came from Killogeary. He farmed extensively and along with the Mr. Perkins of Fara exported grain and oatmeal from Killala in 1847 and 1848, the years of the famine. Now, I have never heard of Nelsons in Killogeary, but there were many Nealons in it, and I think the name may have been erroneously typed and should have read Nealon. He may have lived here at this particular house. In the 1890s, there was an eviction here. The Nealons were evicted. Morgan McBride came down here to prevent it and made some speeches. Now I have a film clip of Mrs. Eileen Collins of Ford's Village talking about that very thing.
Well, yeah.
Jack Moore Nealon.
She was, don't trust Jack.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, I think.
Well, do you know what happened at Jack Moore Nealon's?
I don't know, but I often said they were going to build the house anyhow, but he wouldn't take the house and it wouldn't be state. And it was taxed out on before it and they taxed it, but they wouldn't tax the farm, they wouldn't state the farm, so it was left there. And I don't know how did they go back against it or not. They were living at the gate of there and it got over it.
And they had been
evicted out.
Yeah, you never had to evict them.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well, I'd be able to find out that. The Pam was probably a town more.
And they that land.
They had all that land. Did you ever hear of a market being there?
You don't see it, huge market land.
Did you?
Yes.
You haven't any old photograph of that here, no?
Oh, yeah,
No.
well, they have that.
No. People with eggs and...
Over from Fogel and over around the boat all day.
Yeah. Tell me, was it in that old
And
building?
there was used to be market over there, you know, Ballycastle, there was market over the Panama.
I know. Used to, yeah. But
In the old shed there or something, they had an old shed there. Outside in the street.
that's at Jack Nealon's,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, that's right. The one with a lot of windows on it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, were they inside or were they outside on the road?
They used to be, I think, outside and inside, I forget now, but I think
Yeah.
I remember them being outside anyhow on the street, like, you know.
Well, they'd sell the eggs and buy the groceries.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
roasters, they're called roasters.
What had he? Was it a horse and cart or had he a van?
I don't know, I think I don't know the caution card, Danish or maybe, I don't know. No, I think it must be a van or something, you know.
Was the horse and cart Dean had with him,
Well,
was it?
yes.
Yeah. You were telling me there about Humboldt Stone. That was Mrs. Eileen Collins of Ford's Village talking there about the eviction, or that the eviction that almost came off or did come off at Jack Nealon's and Morgan McBride. Now, however, with the aid of the McCormicks of Carramore, I think it was Sam that was in it at the time, they set up a bakery here down at the far end of the house. It functioned for a while. People have seen the remains of the old oven they used in the bakery. It was down in the east end, that means the end of the house near the marsh. There was a sheep in here too, I am told, and a man of note, Leo Nealon, came from here. He became a sportscaster with Radio Éireann around the years 1945 to 1950. He also owned the Irish Club in Parnell Square, Dublin, and gave free admission into it to everyone from Lacan that he recognised. Now, Pipe Major McCrudden lived here for a while. That was even in my time when I was going to school. Niall McCormick was very interested in him as he was able to play the bagpipes. He claimed to be of Scottish origin and was more or less of the wandering class. He did assist somewhat in the forming of the Lacan Pipe Band. Some locals, when they had some liquor in, often threw stones at his door, and so he eventually left. Now, the half-demolished shed that we see there with the 4 windows in it was a kind of store, and it was the situation of Hughes's Market from Ballina. Now, Mrs. Eileen Collins was talking about it there a few minutes ago. Eggs and groceries were the commodities, and that whole shed was built around the 1900s or 1890s or around that time by Thomas Tighe of Carramore, Kilbride, old Thomas Tighe. Now here is a picture of what might be able to pick up as a picture of Hughes's Market 1920, and the photograph is badly battered. Photograph of the baskets of eggs and people, a very old one taken in 1920. That day was a photograph taken in 1920 of Hugh's egg market that used to take place here at Jack Moore Nealons, as it was called, in Carmore. I think the Nealons, some of them were stewards afterwards in Carmore House. Store, side of the market, where the bakery was. The main wall here, going way up there.